this is Kaitlin McClung reporting for Mason Cable News. Our first story tonight, signals hint jet flew on for hours. New information suggests that the missing Malaysian Boeing 777 flew on for at least 4 hours after losing contact with air traffic control at 1 a.m. on Saturday. This may put the plane over the Indian Ocean. The jetliner, which had 239 people aboard, is suspected to have been hijacked. The transponder that sends signals to ground radar stations was switched off 30 minutes after last contact. Several countries, including the U.S., India, and Burma, have agreed to assist with search efforts. Moving on now, Republicans stuck in place on immigration reform. The Republican Party is attempting to make progress on immigration reform by supporting the Enforce Act. This bill would limit President Obama's use of prosecutorial discretion, meaning the legal rationale used to stop the deportation of many young immigrants. The GOP states that the bill is intended to limit Obama's use of executive power, not to stop immigration. Despite the opposition this action may receive from minorities, Republicans are trying to appeal to Latino voters by spending $10 million on Hispanic field operations in key states and on advertisements opposing Obamacare. Moving on now to local news. 28-year-old Zakia Avery and 21-year-old Monifa Sanford were both indicted on 2 first-degree murder charges and 2 attempted first-degree murder charges on Thursday. On January 17th, police entered Avery's house to find her 18-month-old son Norel and 2-year-old daughter Ziana dead, and her 2 other children, 5-year-old Tania and 8-year-old Martello, critically injured. Avery and Sanford are both members of the Demon Assassins and told detectives that evil spirits had possessed the children. They said that the children had to be stabbed to be cleansed. Avery's attorney will be pleading insanity. Sanford's attorney did not comment. Moving on to sports. The Washington Redskins signed former Dallas Cowboy defensive lineman Jason Hatcher to a 4-year, $27.5 million contract on Thursday. This addition will strengthen the Redskins' pass rush and their defense, 2 areas that needed much improvement. The team hopes to acquire additional players soon. And now for our final story tonight, Making More Mars took confidence of creator Kasha fans. 7 years after being canceled with just 3 seasons under its belt, the show Veronica Mars has hit the big screen with help from its fans. Warner Brothers agreed that if show creator Rob Thomas could raise $2 million through Kickstarter, it would fund the rest of the film. The campaign made almost $6 million in 10 hours. Thomas stated that he had a, quote, absolute, out-of-my-skull, joyous feeling. Veronica Mars is now in theaters. This has been Kaitlin McClung reporting for Mason Cable News. We'll see you tomorrow.